So is diabetes the cause of Alzheimer's disease? This is a really interesting question. So Alzheimer's has often been called type 3 diabetes, and that's a good label for it. Some Alzheimer's disease, not all, but some, is affected by insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is a fancy way of saying diabetes or pre-diabetes. Essentially, it means that your insulin isn't working correctly, and this affects energy throughout your brain and body. So there's a very strong relationship between insulin resistance and risk of Alzheimer's disease. Think about it. If your body isn't using energy correctly, your brain isn't using energy correctly. If your brain doesn't have enough energy, you can get brain fog, you can have trouble with memories, and this can contribute to memory loss and eventually Alzheimer's disease. Also, there's something called IGF-1, which stands for insulin growth factor. And if your brain doesn't have that, it's not able to thrive. It's not able to do the things it's meant to do, and it starts to shrink inside. So insulin growth factor, which, by the way, exercise increases insulin growth factor. If you don't have that, your brain needs that to be healthy. So yes, diabetes is very much related to Alzheimer's disease. Not in everyone, but in many cases. Diabetes also increases inflammation, and we know inflammation also increases the risk of Alzheimer's disease. So yes, this is really important. So what to do about it? Here's what to do. You want to reset your insulin resistance. Check with your medical doctor first to make sure this is safe for you, because this isn't great for everybody, but this helps many people. The keto diet has been great in resetting the insulin response. This is basically a high-fat diet, low-carb diet that puts your body in ketosis, which is burning fat for energy instead of glucose for energy. And we find that doing this correctly under the guidance of a doctor, these people reset their insulin resistance and they're no longer diabetic. So that's really, really helpful. That's one thing to do. Another thing you can do is you can take MCT oil. That stands for medium chain triglyceride oil. It's basically coconut oil on steroids. Your liver turns MCT oil into ketones and ketone bodies, and then your brain uses that for energy, and that's been really helpful to people as well. So yes, if you have insulin resistance, pre-diabetes, or type 2 diabetes, I highly recommend you work with someone who specializes in that to reverse that insulin resistance, and that will help greatly reduce your risk of Alzheimer's disease. Hope that's helpful. Have a wonderful night. God bless you.